Hi everyone, welcome in. We have a new game today. You'll have seen it on our Twitch VODs that are posted on the channel from in early October. But we are starting Transport Fever 2 today, a special YouTube playthrough. We're going to be doing that in free game. I have a lot of these settings already set up for what I'd like. The key we're using is actually going to be dock, because I've had a look at this map and it looks like it's going to be an interesting one to play. We're only playing on a small map, 1-to-1, very high number of towns, so there's going to be 7 towns but low number of factories. And the aim of this series will be to connect everything together and to have it looking nice, rather than just having weird cutouts here, there and everywhere. And we're going to go to next. We've got custom settings. You can see the mods that I have active here. Our climate is temperate. Our town names are Australian. So I created a set of names, since I'm an Aussie, that are Australian specific. We're playing on hard mode. We're going to have Asian type vehicles and a temperate environment and climate. We're starting in 1950, so that means we're coming after all of the horse stuff is kind of finished, and we're getting into diesels and trains and whatnot. We will do another map a bit later on where we start earlier, but that's where I want to start this time. And let's press start and get straight into it. So as I said, our intention here is to connect all the towns and all the industries. And we're going to do that over time, obviously, but we're trying to do it with have it looking nice as well, and not just big ugly cutouts and cliffs when the game auto formats different parts of it. Okay. So we're starting with 30 million. I don't know why we're starting with 30 million. I just want to pause this so we're not going through time. Our date speed, we're actually going to use half speed. That's just so that we don't go through time too quickly. And we can progress stuff as we go. So this is our map. We've got Hobart down here. That's the capital city of Tasmania. Wagga Wagga is an outback country in New South Wales. Gawler is a little small city in Tasmania, I think. Launceston, bigger city in North Tasmania. Bunbury, I don't know. I'm going to guess somewhere in New South Wales or Victoria. Toowoomba is a regional centre about 200 kilometres west of Brisbane. And Rockhampton is another regional centre midway up the Queensland coast. So that's the cities that we've got to work with. In terms of our factories, we've got a farm here with some processing plants nearby. Pardon me. And there's some ore over to the left, some fish. We've got some intermediate factories here. One that produces steel, another using steel and wool to make machines. Coming down, we've got oil, logs, sawmill, our coal, construction materials over here. We've got our oil refinery down here. We're going to need more grain down here to produce livestock. And then our fuel refinery is here. So starting in 1950, I'm not exactly sure what vehicles we're going to need. Or what vehicles are available, sorry. So I'm just going to... we're probably not going to... let's have a look and see what's around here. So we've got planks there, logs there, planks here, tools here, and we need tools down here. So that could be a good line to start. We pick up logs to here, we convert them into planks, take them to here, Then we bring our tools back to Hobart. And then our ship just goes across the river again to pick up more logs and go back. That could work. Yeah, that could work. But because we have 2 logs to 1 plank, it may be better to actually split it up eventually and have one boat do logs to the sawmill, and then a second boat take planks to the tool factory and bring tools back. Then our first boat that dropped off logs picks up the tools, drops them off in Hobart, and then heads back over the river to reload their logs. So that's one nice line that is all shipping. A second one, oh look, we've got here, we could have our farm, we like truck things up to the food processing plant and then truck them over to Toowoomba. Pardon me. So that's another option. It will be cheaper because trucks are generally cheaper than ships. What else do we have? So anything steel. Steel is normally used as another ingredient, like over here. So it's going into Wagga Wagga goods. So it's used down here with plastic, and it's used over here with logs, with planks, sorry. So I think we're gonna ignore steel for the time being, because it's not quite so straightforward to get it into a location. Now, we could bring our wheat over to the distillery, and it has no consumers. So it's never going anywhere. I wonder why it spawned it then. Oh, so that's just gonna be a wheat excess. We probably won't end up connecting this until right at the very end then, since it has nothing that will use it. We've got construction materials here. That's a nice short path. Is that only 1 stone? There's only the 1 stone. So that's a fairly lengthy drive, or train, and then a short trip into the city. Oh, multiple places needed. So we also need construction materials down here and over here. Alright. What else is there? We haven't looked at oil yet, so our oil will come from over here. Go to the refinery, and then there's 2 uses. The fuel plant and the plastic plant. Now, if we were to train this, we'd come like across here, past the refinery, over to, past the fuel refinery, over to the oil refinery, and then probably bring fuel back to here, and then head back to pick up more crude and take it on that journey again. So where do we need fuel? So fuel's needed in Toowoomba, which is at the top up here. That's a long trip. This one is only short. So probably just include it on this journey here. Again, probably another split journey. Crude to here. It's swapped out onto another train to bring over to this refinery. It brings oil back to here. And then our oil from here. The oil comes back to here. It's converted into fuel, reloaded, brought back into Hobart, and then taken, like the train goes empty back to there. Then a second train line will take it from the refinery up to this city up here. Probably what we'll do. Where are our coffee beans needed? Literally nowhere. So we can't do anything with that. It's just stuck. What about our meat plant here? Also has no consumers. So we've got multiple, what are they called? Factories here that have nowhere to go. So we'll probably again leave, well, we'll leave this until the very end, which means this grain, it's only going to the processing plant. So we're never going to use that. We're not going to touch this. I guess that's what we've got. I think based on all of that, we are going to start with our wood line along here. Planks, logs to planks to tools, delivered back to Hobart. And then our ship just crosses the river again. Alright. So, let's just build a shipyard to start. Let's put the shipyard kind of over here. Just so it's a bit in the middle of everything. Now we can also ship things down to Wagga if we have to, because it's nearby the water as well. So that's bread it wants. And our bread production is up north, so that might be the best way to get it to there eventually. But what ships do we have available? And we're going to want cargo ships. That's no good because we don't have those. So we can use this big ship. We need logs, planks, tools. This next guy is the same. That's another oil one. Another oil one. Everything. Okay, so this is the guy we want. He's a large ship. So we'll need to build large platforms. Shipping. Now down here, let's put our dock kind of like this, parallel to the water's edge. So we're remembering that we're trying to make this nice looking. So let's just not stick out too far in the river. Where's Hobart on the other side? So it will go over there somewhere. Let's put it on this end. And we'll need a landing dock outside of navigable waters. So we'll need to, I guess we won't put it on that side then. Let's put it on this side. That will do. Well, that's just another entrance, so we won't need that yet. So that kind of looks nice. It's sitting on the platform reasonably. Ships can get in. Which is a ship one? This one. Well, they can just get in. And we're going to need a little road to connect our sawmill down to our port. So you can come like that and then across there. So we can see, we click on the port, the forest lights up. So it looks like they're connected properly. And then we'll want our log platform here. Platform, not platform. Dock, shipyard. So let's stick this out in the water a little bit further. We need to configure it. We don't want this small one. We're going to put 2 on here. And then 2 docks. And we need to connect it into our facility by road. So let's just put a little road down the side here. Probably something like that. And then a road across the back of our port here. So this is a bit rough, but they're connected there. So that will let us start shipping logs. So this is all Hobart region. It will be a shipping line, Hobart logs to planks. And we'll color it brown. So we're going from Hobart to Hobart. Now at our pickup point over here, point 1, we want to make sure that we're carrying everything. So we're going to wait there for up to 2 minutes. And at Hobart, we want to just pick up, like this port, just pick up logs. At the location 2, we want to not to remove it. We want to not wait at all. We want to unload logs and load planks. Because we're just doing this whole thing as one line at the moment. Now I think we can probably get a ship moving on there already. So let's buy our ship. It's one of these boys. Let's just buy one. We'll color it that brown color. Put it on that plank line. Actually, since I named it logs to planks, maybe we won't have it pick up planks there. We'll have it pick up tools. And there's nowhere it's going to deposit tools back yet because we're not making any, but that's where we'll go. And on that, we're going to press play. So our ship will come out of the port here, out of the dockyard. There he is, parked in there. It's going to sail out and start moving planks. Start moving logs, sorry. And down here, we're already getting logs out onto the platform. We need to set up the rest of the supply line. So up in our planks area, our tools area, sorry, we need another shipyard. It will just need one platform. We'll put it, we can't put it on the left like that. Let's have it stick out. We're in a fairly wide body of water here, so that's probably okay. We'll just put one landing on there. And we'll put in a little road behind the back of it. That's not straight. Put in a little road behind the back of it to connect it into the tool factory. Now, this next one will be Hobart to Launceston. So we'll want a new shipping line. Hobart to Launceston, planks to tools. We're going to color it dark yellow so that it's distinct color, going from there to there. At Hobart, we're not going to have it wait yet, just because. No, maybe we will have it wait. Yeah, no, we will have it wait at both ends, because we definitely want it traveling with a full load of timber or tools. Now at Hobart, we want to load planks and we want to unload tools. And at our Launceston port up here, we will want to unload planks and load tools. And let's just get a ship on that line as well. It will be the same ship, colored now dark yellow on our plank tool line. So he'll get going. Now we've got our tools coming back to here. we'll need to deposit them into Hobart itself. So where are they needed in here? So tools are needed in this commercial district on this side. Oops. And all of this over here is residential. So I don't really want to put the port like right here. Let's shift it out of town a little bit. Let's shift it over to this side, so it's basically directly opposite this other port. That'll do. How do we rotate? My brain just stopped working. Oh, it's completely the wrong way. That's why it's not making any sense. You can go in there. Let's configure this boy. Let's mirror our port on the other side, which had one platform to the south. We'll put a landing on there. It still looks okay. I just realized we forgot to check and make sure these looked okay. They do. That one looks okay. And this guy, we stuck him out in the middle. He looks okay. So this is our first planks ship. Now that we've connected this in here, we will need to edit this line. So after Hobart Station, we're going to add another port, Hobart, oh, it's Hobart West, that will do. Now when we're picking up tools, we don't want to wait there. We're just going to take whatever's there and go, because we need to get, like, our logs are what we need to keep moving. But at Hobart Branch here, we will tell it to load tools, we already have. And then at Hobart West, we want to unload our tools. But we need to get our tools from the boat station here into the city. Let's put a fairly big road through behind it, because it will be like an industrial estate. We'll need a truck stop over here. A big one. Now which way are we going to want them to enter? We're going to want them to enter from the right hand side and exit this side. Are we? No, I think we're going to want them to go the other way. We're going to want them to enter from... Well, that won't work if we do it... That will still be okay. I'm just talking bollocks. You can sit directly opposite the port. Let's configure this. Well, we don't want that entrance because we'll put in our own one way. But we do need a bigger port here, a bigger cargo dock here. Oh, platform. Because things will be being delivered in big blocks. And we configured this to add an entrance, one-way entrance and a one-way exit. Now our roads to get in there, we'll also use one-way roads. And we will just do this. And we'll disable these traffic lights. We don't want traffic lights there. Now from here, we're going to come back on our big country road. We're going to go the even... No, I think that... Like, there's going to be no like private transport down here. So it doesn't make sense using an even bigger country road. Let's have it curvable. We'll bring it around to say there. Now we want to upgrade that section of road to get us into town. Now can we upgrade? So we're like, notice we're removing buildings. I don't really want to remove buildings. I just want them to move. So we might just give them like regular street access through here for now. Like, especially while the city is not really growing. And our tools, we needed to bring over here to the commercial center. So let's put the truck stop here if we can. So that looks like it's going to cover... It's missing some of these ones up here. So we're going to have to go down to the next block. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So this will be our Hobart tools. It'll be a truck line. Hobart tools. The tools are a bluey type color. Let's go the second light blue. We're going from our pickup depot there over to that truck stop. And at this pickup depot, we want to wait for a long time because things are coming in by ship. Tomahawk Highway. Wow, what a cool name. And we are loading tools, unloading nothing. At the other delivery point, we'll just leave it to unload everything. That's fine. Look at all these planks we've already got here. And our ship's just arrived. It's loading up. We do need a truck stop in here though. Not a truck stop, a delivery point. Depot, that's the word I'm looking for. So let's just put the depot just out of the way somewhere. So we don't want it. We forgot to make sure that all of our truck stop looked nice. That's a bit of a gradient there on the road. Easter egg. It's a deer. It's intimidating us. Stop intimidating us, dear. We are going to smooth things out. Just around here. Just to make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. So the drops aren't quite as steep. And we can do it up here as well. There we go. These are okay, coming in and out of the port. It is what it is. We do need just one truck on that line to start. So we need a cargo truck. And you can't carry what we need, so we're going to have to go the flatbed truck. It will go that light blue colour, and we'll put it on our tools line. Okay, so everything is, like, we've connected all of the parts now. We've got our ship moving logs up to here. Then we've got this ship that will move planks up to here. And then take tools back. Now this boat, that line, did we tell it to wait up here? I don't remember. We did tell it to wait. That's good. But we're going to need more planks. So let's get our log line. We want to manage vehicles. Let's put some more boats on there, just to help it get moving. How many did we have on there? So there's 3. I think that's probably okay. That's kind of half the distance of this one. Once we start getting planks into here, then we will increase the number of ships on this second portion, but we don't need that now. While we're waiting for this to go, let's go into fast forward. Or triple speed or whatever it's called. 4 times speed. Just so that the game simulates stuff a bit quicker. Note that that doesn't affect our relative time here. So it's going at still half speed of what it would at single speed, but it is 4 times that speed because everything in game is going 4 times now. Now these boats, so you're going to Hobart Port. You're going to Hobart Port. Now Hobart Port is our log port. That's good. He's dropped off his timber here. And now we can see this is starting to construct some planks. So, awesome. This boat's way up at the other end. By the time he gets back, hopefully, this will have produced enough. What are you doing? They're just confused here where they're going in the water. We decided to... No, they're just confused about where they're going. Where does the line say to go? Like, the line says to go straight down the middle. This guy's got it under control. Who knows what they're doing? What we will just have to be careful of is to make sure that we can actually produce enough logs here to sustain 3 ships. That will be where we're going to have to watch out. So we're losing money at the moment. Hopefully that will come good once our log line here is connected, and also once we're able to start bringing tools back. That will help it as well. So this is just about used up all of the timber that first ship delivered in the time it took to arrive back down here. So he got a full load of logs. This guy's also going to get a full load of logs. And then there'll be 70 left over. I don't think at this stage we're going to have enough. We just had an autosave blip. We're going to have enough demand at this end for 3 ships. I think 2 is probably all we're going to be able to have. And this guy's coming back again. He's going to pick up his planks. Almost. 109 of them. I don't know why not 110. It is what it is. But he'll deliver planks up to here. So now we're starting to get planks in here. These ships, as they unload, will settle themselves down a bit. So he managed to not quite get a full load, and it was waiting there a long time. So I don't think this shipping lane is ready for 3 ships yet. I think we overcooked that a little bit. And we're going to be better off with 2. So even though we'll be moving more material slightly faster, we're also paying the running costs for 3 ships. And that's where it will hurt us. Especially when they're not traveling full. Now our boat here is waiting to pick up all the planks. So he got most of a full load. But remember that this was sitting not producing for a while. But he's on his way now. So the good thing about this guy is that he'll deliver planks and then he'll bring tools back. Now this line here, we're going to sell this middle ship, this first ship actually, because I want to keep ship 1 for no reason other than sentimental value. And that's just because these 2 are a bit further spread apart, and this isn't ready to pick up an immediate full load of timber yet. And we only wanted 2 boats on there. over here, you'll see we've got a lot of timber stored now. That's good. As we start to get some of these planks delivered up to our tool factory, our transported percent will go up, and this will keep producing planks now based on all of that timber that we're able to provide. And hopefully these boats will be able to do 2 trips in the time it takes these ones to do 1 trip, which will mean that we can get away with the same number of boats because it's 2 timber to 1 plank. So he was able to pick up everything he needed. This next guy's doing his tools delivery. Our truck over here he's just running back and forwards, not doing anything, but he needs to be there so that the tool delivery line coming back this way recognizes that it's there. So if we come up here, and now that we've got some planks being delivered, we can see that it's shipping some to Hobart, which is what we want. Where was Launceston? Well, Launceston is this one nearby. Okay, so he's picking up the planks, the tools as they're constructed. He's just sitting there waiting for them. Didn't quite get a full load going back, only 16. But it's not producing quickly yet. It will still keep going while he's going on his journey back. That's awfully close to the river edge. But down here now, you can see that ship 1 has already made another delivery. Our production of planks is as high as it can go. We just need to get them out onto the platform. And hopefully by the time this guy gets back, that will be at 200. And that will be like sweet spot. These other ships, see he had to wait a while, but he's got full load. And by the time this boat gets back here, he should also have full load of planks, logs ready to pick up. So I think we've kind of just got this humming nicely now. Look at our line statistics. We made a lot of money last year. So it's just made this delivery. So that's doing well. Selling that 3rd ship really helped it. Our planks line, we've had a lot of years of losses as he was going back and forward doing nothing. But then we finally got our first half a delivery in one direction from our sawmill over to our tool factory, and we brought some money in, and now we're going to get a little bit more as we deliver some tools back here, and they'll pop up on this side. So he'll pull in, drop off his 16 tools. It's not very many, but it's a couple. So you can see he's also now, like from those couple of trips, he's bringing in a little bit of money. But we're not losing money on it, that's the important thing. And our truck line over here, he's just keeping going back and forward, just racking up costs. But he has to keep doing that so that our tools get delivered. Now this guy, when he comes in here, he'll drop off his timber and pick up the tools. Now our ship going north, still not quite full load of planks. So we're still not quite producing these quick enough. What that will mean is that we need to level up our sawmill, so getting our shipments up, getting our transport up, so that we're producing more planks faster, and then we can put a second boat on this side. And over here, he dropped off his timber, picked up those tools. So we'll follow him back in a minute, but up here at the north, oops, where is it up here? we can see we've got a whole bunch of tools ready and waiting to go. And we're just about to run out of what are they called? Planks. So transport here is delivery to the final endpoint, and they're not quite there yet. They're still on another boat off there in the horizon. But we'll get there. So he's gonna tick down a little bit, but these will go up as we get more things delivered. Now our ship, here's ship 1. Let's come in and have a look. I mean, we can go on board. Ooh. Let's come back here to... There's the captain over there. Let's come back here into the captain's deck. I don't know what this guy on the left is doing. Just sit in there. But we can watch this pull into the harbour. We'll look out to the side. That other deckhand's still doing nothing. And we'll drop off our tools. Pull out again. But now we've got tools on the platform over here. And our truck has already picked them up. That's why we didn't want him here waiting. There's only 3 left for next time. It just doesn't make sense. It still doesn't even make sense to have more than one truck. Look at him zooming. How fast is he going? Very fast. So he's going to pull in here, drop off his tools, bring in a little bit of money, keep people happy, and go back. So we've delivered some of our tools in here now. Not happy with the emissions, but they'll be fine for now. Our ship still full load of timber going north. Our planks here. Still not getting a full platform of them. But this guy's coming back. 116 this time. Now the downside is that the demand here, like our only demand is in Hobart, which at the moment is 67. For this to level up, we need to get it to 100 demand. Well, in reality, 75 here. And there are multiple ways we could do that. We could bring some tools into Launceston, which will add another 75. But in doing that, it will mean that we don't have we don't have tools to put back on this ship to go south. And especially while this isn't fully producing, like we're not sending a full ship load of tools back, I'm hesitant to take some for somewhere else. Especially since this is so close. See, 71. And down here we want 71. It's so close. Like, it's going to get there itself quite quickly. This ship, there are no tools there ready to take back, but we're just about to drop in 116 of them and pick up 150 planks. So all of these tools will appear over on the other dock. Look at them, there they are. And our planks over here, he's already loaded them. Then he's going to sit there and wait for a few more planks whilst this guy turns them out. To get this shipment up, we'll need to do the same thing. We'll need this to level up, and to get it to level up, like that has to go up a little bit, and our transported has to go up from 16. That will happen when our next ship here pulls into the dock. So he'll drop off all this timber. How much will he get for this timber drop? 726,000. Pick up all those tools. He doesn't hang around to wait for more. He just goes. Because he knows... Well, he knows because that's what we told him to do. That it's not worth waiting here for tools. Because this line isn't saturated yet. Which means that there's no point waiting here to bring things back. But there is worthwhile waiting down here to pick up planks, because we need them to start the line. So this guy here, let's follow him in. Oop, they put us in that weird spot again. Oop, down. Let's come back here and sit in the cab. Look out, that other boat. Oh no, we're gonna crash. Is it actually gonna have them? Wow, they really have them clipping through each other. I thought it would have been smart enough to route the line to not do that. We're gonna come back here and pull into the dock. You can see in the bottom left hand corner, I can't turn the mouse down there to make it point to it. Bottom left hand corner, we've got 55 logs on board, or no logs on board, 111 tools. Just jump out of there, and we'll see all of those tools magically appear on this platform. So this is why I made this platform so huge. And even then, we should have made it bigger. So we've got 1, 2, 3, so that was 116 on there, 111 on there, and we filled up 5 and a bit. And that platform, like those ships can take 220, which is twice this amount. So we'd need this platform to be twice as big. That just feels a bit silly. Especially when our demand in here is only 74. But 74 is almost 75 this needs. It hasn't quite caught up yet, but it's getting there. A ship here, 122 are coming back next time. Let's look at our truck down here to see how he's going. He's zooming. I can't click it. We'll get it here. But now that he's got things to deliver, this was that 13 from before, this was 13 from now, and he's got 85 more. What's that? Another 6.5 trips. So this is going to go be 6.5 times taller. The next guy pulling in, he's going to have nothing to add, just because of timing at the other end. I mean, we can sit in our truck over there. This turnaround here is like super tight. Just like, nope. How fast are they getting up on the highway here? Only to 60. I guess that makes sense. I wonder if that's because this truck is limited to 60. Or if... Now that highway is 100km/h highway. But we can see now he started making money. And it's just going to go up and up and up. His running costs will stay kind of the same, but this will go way up. And we'll just watch and see how our platform goes. So we've still got 72 on there, and this next ship bringing nothing back. So we've still got a little while to go before this 124 arrive. We can come up to our tools factory though and see that this is ticking up as we deliver more with our truck down here. And our demand in Hobart, it's like we're at 80. It's getting there. I mean, it's getting there up here. 74. Our transported, like we need our transported to go up. So possibly we need another truck down here just to do that. I don't particularly want to though, because he's managing here just fine. But we do know we have 117 coming in. And each of these platforms holds 20. So that'll be 1, 2, nearly 6, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's enough space there. So we might now find that truck and clone him. And while we're there, we can look at the line and see that it's smashing it now. Now with the second truck, our running costs will double, but our deliveries will also double. And that's just because I'm concerned with this one coming in, bringing 117, that we're not going to have enough space on the platform. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 28 left, and we've got 140 capacity. 25 left. 140 capacity. We're bringing in 117. That will put this to at 142. So I do think adding that second truck there was worthwhile. So now we're going to have even more planks, more tools sitting here, waiting to be delivered. Let's just watch our counter go up as the ship pulls in. 137. Where did the other 10 go? Or did I have the wrong number? Maybe I had the wrong number. So it wasn't quite full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's 8 there. So we've got 160 capacity. We had a little bit more than I thought. Either way, having 2 trucks delivering will just mean we get through that a bit better, which will mean our transported percentage up here will go up. And you can see shipments for Adelaide are like just eking in there every now and then. So we're just leveling up a little, like we're triggering the level up just a little bit. It's like, come on guys, get up there slightly. I mean, they don't like the traffic noise from our old clankers, and fair enough, they're driving straight through this residential area. And we need our tools over here. So what we're gonna do is, now that we're bringing in a little bit of money, let's get a big city street, a really big city street. I'm gonna draw him across here and accept that we're going to have a couple of houses destroyed. And then from here, this one, yep, we'll accept that one house will be removed. We do want to get rid of all these traffic lights that it just put in, though. Remove traffic lights, please. And there. And we're going to shift our drop-off stop not to be there anymore. Oops. We're going to shift it over this side so you can see we're not catching everything over here. And the 2 reasons for that is to pick up more of the deliveries, but also to get the trucks off of this street. And we may need to even add a waypoint in here just to force them to go this way. At least for half of their journeys. How are our tools going over here? They're managing. Our tool factory up here now has leveled up. That's awesome. So that means it's going to be wanting more planks. And because it wants more planks, our timber factory here has also leveled up almost immediately. Which means out on the platform now, our boat here is going to pick up a full load of planks straight away. Not even having to wait around for them. He's just there, pull in, leave. That's the advantage of leveling up. So now he will be earning way more. Like, he was already doing good. Now he's going to do even better. And our tools coming back, they'll still keep doing well. Now down here, we're kind of just getting through our tools. This ship's still a little bit away. That's okay. We needed to reconfigure this tools line. So after Hobart transfer, let's tell them to go through there, and tell them to go through there, and not go there anymore. So that will mean they're not going through this section, but they still are going past here. which we don't really want. But we do need the truck stop there. I mean, it's better. Not perfect, but it is better. And this road is certainly a nicer road for them to drive on than that clunky old road in there. And then, where is it? Then we'll delete that stop. We don't need it. We're going to be getting more tools delivered here. 93. It didn't bring back more than that? I guess not. Yeah, how are our planks going here? So he's at the other end, and this is nearly ready for another ship to arrive. So based on that, now we're ready to clone it. Because he's sitting up here waiting, and down here we've got nearly a full load of planks ready to go. So our second ship here is going to help this line. He's going to sit up here, keep picking up tools. This is going to keep spitting out tools. But their demand, their shipments, isn't going to go up anymore. And that's because Hobart is the only place we're sending them. Now our trucks here, we'll have to keep an eye on our trucks to make sure they're managing. Our planks here, we're producing, oh, this actually leveled up. This actually leveled up. I didn't notice. And we're running out of logs over here. So let's put 2 more, like we're gonna double that, because we know that we need 2 ships here bringing planks in for bringing logs in to have 1 set of planks to tools ships. That's why we doubled it. So he's got nothing to come back, that's okay. But this plank ship, ready to go. Look at our flotilla here. How much is he bringing back? 115. Can't complain. And here waiting already is 65 set up. This isn't great that we run out of logs here. Well, briefly anyway. But with many tools up here now we could think about getting them into Launceston. I'm not going to immediately, just because we're still not bringing back full ships of tools. When we start bringing back full ships of tools down here to Hobart, then we will start looking at bringing Launceston some tools to grow it as well. But for the time being, we don't particularly want to. Now in Hobart, we can see that we've got a lot of cars traveling this route. They're driving all the way to Launceston and to Gawler. So we're going to need to think about public transport between them at some point. Let's just get a small bus route around Hobart for now. We can also slow this down. I forgot that was still on triple speed. How are our lines going? Everything should be making bank. Our log plank line clearly making a profit every year now, and it would double now that we're sending more planks, but our costs will go up. Our plank tool line is absolutely smashing it. I mean, again, our costs will go up now that we've got a second ship, but it's smashing it. Like, he's pulling in here, he's just about to drop everything off. And how much is there to pick up? So without even waiting, it's got over half a boatload of tools ready to go. And this is our ship coming the other way. Not fully loaded. I expect that's because we run out of logs here for a while. So that wasn't great. So we've still got a couple coming back in. All these guys coming into... These two guys coming into Hobart, so they'll pick up a lot of timber to start with. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest that we run out of logs here. And our next delivery is also going to be low because of that. Let's get our public transport. We're going to need a hub somewhere. And looking at the city, all of our residents are on that side. So if we build the hub over here, they won't be too concerned if it gets a bit noisy. When I say if it gets a bit noisy, when it gets a bit noisy. Let's upgrade this road out here first. Like that. A nice big wide road. Now we don't want any of these traffic lights. We're gonna put a bus station over here. Buildings, bus station. Let's say, let's just start with one platform. We may need more later, but we'll start with one. I mean, that's a bit of a windy road. We can... It's unhappy because we interrupted a main road. We can make that a bit nicer road, like that. Now that did make this super ugly. So this is where we're going to have to start spending some of our money to make it look a bit nicer. That's better. That fixed our connection issue. We can press play again. We've still got... Well, we will have just as many cars going along there once it reworks it out. But that's okay. And here we've run out of timber again. Get there, ship, get there. You can do it, buddy. This guy coming back 149. Pardon me. 149. That's so many. But our trucks down here, we didn't check them out before. They're kinda just breaking even. Like they're a bit ahead, but it depends on the year how many tools they get. I'm okay with them like just making money or slightly losing a little bit, because our ship line is where we're getting the income from there. Just getting extra utilization on our ships going back. We were building a bus station over here. We want a bus station. Let's see if we can't get it in a nice... Looking at what it's going to do to the hill there, like that's kind of ugly. Let's do some terrain modeling first. Make this a bit smaller. Let's put them like at the side of the hill. Over here we'll put them. Oh, we missed a bit there. We were making it nicer before. There we go. Let's put our depot here. So we're going to take a flat from this height and just flatten a section of ground there. And we're going to have to smooth this part from our highway before. I mean, that's a pretty steep rise coming out of town. Where I lived growing up, there was something similar, so It's not unheard of. And we'll put this on the flat here. Just like that. Let's configure this. We want our entrance and our exit. We don't need a too big of a station here just yet. We want our little one-way roads. Come in from there and come out from there. We don't want these sets of traffic lights. They make no sense. And then we'll just get some nicely positioned bus stops around the city. So this covers these houses here, but if we can get a loop around, like come out down here, this way, around here, up, probably turn left there and come back this way. That would be a nice loop, but it's missing this section. So we can just add it in for the game. We'll put a nice little curve in there, no bus lane. Now let's put in our bus stops. Let's put a bus stop down here by the water. Let's put another bus stop. So where did this... Oh, that's truck stops. That's the wrong thing. We want bus stops. So we want a bus stop here. So this platform covers these couple of houses here. This bus stop covers those houses there. So our next bus stop we can probably put over here, which covers this collection of houses up to there. And then if we put one I think we can probably get away with it over here. No, I think we might need it on that side of the road. There. So those 4 bus stops, well, this out of town one, and these other 3 will let us cover the whole city. We'll create a new line, a bus line, so we Hobart buses. I like to colour all our public transport green, so we'll go a light green. Oops. We want to go from the east station down around here. Now it did go that way. It's not the way I wanted it to go. It would do for now. It would do for now. And we didn't have a lot of public transport within, like movement within the city. What buses do we have? We've got 2. I mean, it's pretty slow in the city. This carries more people though. Let's take the smaller one, and we'll only get 2 of them. Just because there's not a lot happening in here yet. And we'll just get people used to public transport, and then we'll start really ramping it up. But I think that might be, like, with that public transport added, we'll come back next time and see what it's like. We've got our timber delivery here. This guy dropping off timber, nothing to pick up. Our ship is delivering tools, and there's nearly a full platform of planks to pick up. At the other end, he hasn't got a full platform of tools to pick up immediately. Maybe because of our timber issue earlier, getting planks in, we created a shortage of tools up here. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not sure. That can be my only guess, but we are down a little bit there. So he's going to bring tools in here, pick up all these planks. He's going to be basically ready to go, and a timber here is going. A truck's down here. We just must have had another delivery of tools recently. they've still been ticking away, just bringing it in. If we look at all of our lines, only our bus line, which we just started, is losing money. And I'm okay with that. We're just trying to get people moving around and off of their cars. Oh look, some people are already catching public transport. That's great. Super keen. But eventually we will get an out-of-town bus route. One going to Launceston and another one going to Gawler over here. There's lots of intercity transport already. People are just on the move. But out here we might need a bigger train depot. Because we're going to need to bring fuel in from there. But we got crude over here. Which way is our train depot going to go? Because we want some going to Launceston. But we need our line going this way. Maybe we'll have to cross train lines. It's never great when you have to do that. Because one of them will need a hill then. But it might be what we need to do to be able to get our passenger line facing this way and our crude line facing that way. On the screen I went both up and down with both of them because we turned the camera. The passengers going this way and crude going left to right. I think though, for the time being, we're going to call this episode somewhat profitable. How are we saying we're going here? So this was when we built that what do you call it? A truck stop and those other new trucks. This was again more new trucks, I think. Buses. These were buses. Vehicles. Maybe they were boats. And these were our buses. I don't know. Either way, we had a couple of years of losses in there, but we're back in the black now. If we look at our charts, so we had multiple years of profits, then our big year of spending, and now we're back making profit again. So this was a big year of spending. We've got no tracks. Our towns slowly growing. Hobart will continue to slowly grow. It's still on the way up, and we've improved our because we rerouted the trucks around. We've improved the sound level in here a little bit. That's awesome. I think we're going to call that a win for the day. We also know, oops, which one, wait, how did we get it? I was clicking here. That our residents are up, our shopping is up, and our workplaces haven't gone up that much. That's because of the realistic, one of the mods that has realistic growth. So we're not delivering fuel, which is what industry needs. So it's not growing as quickly as shopping, which needs the tools. So it's growing super fast. And our residents, they're happy. We've got a little bit of public transport in here that will keep them happy. They're just kind of happy. But with that, let's call it the end of the episode there. Thank you everyone for being here and watching. I do appreciate it. Let's jump on this ship. Where are you? We'll come back here. Back to the dockyard. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this type of content, feel free to like and or subscribe. If you want to see some things that we're doing in the future, definitely leave a comment down below. Thank you everyone for your support. I do appreciate it. Let's just follow this ship into port. It's just kind of nice and soothing to watch him pull in. What won't be nice and soothing is when we crash head on with that other ship over there, come in the opposite direction. That's not so fun. It's weird that it's routing them like that, but It is what it is. Or maybe it fixed it itself. Or maybe we've just gone far enough down the river. Ahoy, matey! How are you going over there? Look, they got their guy on the other platform as well. Like our guy on our left here, just sitting there holding nothing. Look at the captain. He's not even holding the wheel. He's just got his hands beside his sides. Oh, he's steering with his belly. Like you can see his belly pushed up against the wheel. That makes so much more sense. That looked like a tight turn there for that ship. Maybe we should have put that platform on this north side. Wait, we couldn't, could we? Oh well. We're just coming into land. There's not even any deckhands on the dock to help us in. I mean, it is a nice looking dock. Hobart West. Terminal 1. Right, let's pull in here. Shadow looks a bit fake there on the water. Probably because our settings have to be super low to record at the same time. Okay. Wave goodbye, fellas. Thanks everyone. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.